Apparently, one of the killers of Julio Foolio was able to trick people into believing they were a good boy that never did nothing wrong. Let's take a look at some clips.
A jury spared the lives of the 4 men convicted of killing Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio. That decision coming this afternoon after less than 2 hours of deliberations. 10 Tampa Bay News reporter Kristen Barbarisi takes us inside the case.
This more than month-long trial wrapped up in this courtroom this morning with the defense attorneys making a final plea to the jury, asking them to spare the lives of these now convicted killers.
We, the jury, find Sean Gathright should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
One by one, relief washed over the faces of the men convicted of killing rapper Julio Foolio.
We, the jury, have unanimously found,
as the jury recommended, life in prison, not the death penalty.
He was born into violence and instability. What chance did he have?
During the week-long penalty phase, the defense attorneys called witnesses to prove mitigating factors like the mental health conditions, traumatic upbringings, and good behavior behind bars outweigh the aggravating factors in this case.
He not only has been taking these classes, he has been teaching some of these classes to other inmates. He serves as a mentor.
In the end, jurors sided with the defense, rejecting the death penalty for all 4 men. Still, after the verdict, State Attorney Susie Lopez pointed to the mandatory sentence and the fact that these men will never walk free.
These 4 men, while they were not sentenced to death, will spend the rest of their lives in the Florida State Prison, and we don't have parole. They will never leave the prison alive.
All 4 of these men will be back in court for sentencing on June 22nd. They face a mandatory life in prison without parole.
I'm supposed to feel bad for them? Oh no. These people that stalked and planned and literally and metaphorically executed these plans. I feel so bad for them. I don't. I genuinely do not put them under the jail. They need to be in like the harshest facility they possibly could be in. Throw them in Arkham Asylum. A lot of people are saying that a factor to make, I guess you could say, minds change was pretty privilege. For the guy. That's funny as hell. If that's true, y'all some sickos.
You said that you've always been with your brother since, he was born and you guys moved around a lot together.
Yes.
How's it been without having him around to help you?
It's been hard. Being a mom, I don't really think about it as much as I know I feel it, just because I'm always doing something to take care of the kids. But like when I sit back and I really think about what's going on.
Okay.
I just miss my brother.
Will you, do you still maintain a relationship today?
Mm-hmm.
You're able to talk to him and communicate?
Yep.
And will you continue to do that?
Of course.
And hopefully in whatever way possible, could he still be involved in your kids' lives and be an uncle?
Of course.
Do you have a moment?
Yes.
I'll pass the witness.
Okay. Questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't care about him crying. You wasn't crying when you was out here committing these crimes, gangster. Now you want to sit here and try to expect people to have sympathy for you? Do you have sympathy for Julio Foolio? I doubt that. I really, really doubt that.
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
Yeah. I just want to address the court today and, I'm not here to dispute anything. I'm just here to be a man and take responsibility and express my feelings about this whole situation. That's what I plan on doing.
Okay. And how do you feel?
I feel very remorseful. You know, this is a terrible situation. It's been a traumatic experience. You know, to the victim's family, you know, I want to send my deepest condolences and I understand that it's hard losing a child, a best friend, a brother, a cousin. And for that, I just cannot say sorry enough. You know, I feel terrible about the situation, but I'm a firm believer that God can use anything for good that the devil wanted for bad. And so I am grateful for the people I've met, for the lessons I've learned, for just this experience in general, because it's one that I'll never forget and it's going to shape the rest of my life.
Sounds like there's that saying, it's kind of cheesy, but you make lemons out of lemonade or whatever. Make
Lemonade out of lemons.
Somehow. I obviously don't make lemonade, but it sounds to me like you are going to try and make the best of a bad situation. Does that sound about right?
Of course.
And are you going to continue to do that?
Of course. I'm going to try to, you know, continue a humble life, a righteous life, you know, try to do the right things at all times. And
talking about the devil. Nigga, you the devil. That's you. The way I'm talking about his actions too, by the way, guys. The way you moving out here. How dare you sit there? You know, God, can you don't use my Lord name for that. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that at all, bro. We really gonna take responsibility. Stop crying up there with a turtleneck on and some waves, thinking that I'm a care. That don't move me. Not in no way, shape, or form. But some people, I guess they were moved. Bunch of losers.
What's up, everybody? It's Sean. I'm just reaching out to y'all, you know, just to give y'all a quick update about my situation. Right now, they got me in confinement. It's just a protocol thing after Friday, but I should be out of here soon. And, you know, reaching back out to everybody. I've heard that, you know, a lot of y'all have been reaching out to my Instagram page at the official Sean G. This is my real page. This is the page that I will be, you know, communicating to the outside world from, you know, through my management team and stuff like that. I really appreciate all the messages and, you know, all the comments and the likes, the shares and the donations. It means more than y'all can understand. Like, it truly means a lot in a difficult time like this. You know, we all know that God has the last word, and I just really appreciate y'all for seeing me in a different light. Y'all will be hearing from me soon. Like I said, I just have to get out of confinement, take a couple days, but I appreciate y'all. I love every single one of y'all, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Management? Word? Like, who are you? Management? Do your time. You need to focus on other things, bro. You need to focus on other things. If you really, really want to give your, you know, I guess you could say life to the Lord and do his will and try to be a good Christian or whatever religion you chose, shouldn't you be focused on that? Shouldn't that be the main thing that you worrying about? Management. The person who's recording him didn't even take their damn bonnet off. I know a bonnet when I see one. Yeah, that was a bonnet. Anyway, tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the hype and like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And if you got extra time, check out my music. It's going to be in the pinned comment. I'm trying to do more to promote that. Go and check it out. Music videos, all of that. Pinned comment.